So how are you? Come on, don't give me a kindergarten answers. This has been the strategy you've been following since childhood. How are you? Fine, good. Come on, add some beauty into the life and answer. How are you? Awesome, great. Any other? Cool. Yeah, you're sitting in AC rooms. Obviously, you'll stay cool. And you know, we guys speak here, so it's so hot for us. Why can't you just fill up the chairs which are empty? Because I don't prefer to leave the chairs empty. And you'll have 10 seconds to do that. And you've already lost 3 seconds for that. And you have 3 seconds left. Unfortunately, my clock clicks very quicker than what usually your watch does. So you have 5 grace seconds. All right. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation to sit in the chairs which are empty. I would really be appreciating your efforts. Okay, take 2. How are you? What about this side? You already started sleeping and you're proving me wrong that you guys can still listen? Come on, shoot the answers. This is the only session in India where you have the freedom of expression, freedom of thoughts, freedom of speech. And all your answers are absolutely right answers. So you can answer. How are you? Great, awesome, fantastic, fabulous. Wow, look at the smiles on your face. That shows me how are you actually. Super cool, nice, great. I'm really happy, and as introduced myself, I'm Raghu. I've been associated with Ramakrishna Mutt for the last 1.5 years. And I've been into the training and development since 5.5 years. I've been lucky to train around 8,500 people till now. So I'm glad. And I would be continuing these efforts and reach out thousands and thousands of people just to let them understand like there is still life left and you can still live the way you want. So today I'm giving you 2 choices to decide the way you want to live your own lives. And one choice is decide you want to stay like this, all sitting empty, like, you know, just an idol with no expressions in life. Or taking a choice 2 where you can still live the life irrespective of what happened in the past and can still move on with that beauty of life. What yes? Yeah. My life becomes easy by giving you choices because I don't believe in authoritism, so I believe in freedom. Anyways, today's talk, as said, it's going to be something about positive thinking and positive attitude because I just want you to understand what is that importance of attitude in your life. And of course, the objective of the talk would be not inspiring you, not motivating you, because I'm not a big fan of motivation. For me, motivation seems to be like a bubble which looks beautiful for that moment. And after that, what? You need one more motivational video. And after that, what? Again, a beautiful bubble, wow, and like, gone. That's it. Again for what? Another bubble? For how long? Come on, since your matured life of last 6 years, you've been going through the beautiful bubbles. And what did you achieve? Only the happiness for that moment. And still you need motivation. I don't know why. And point number 2, I don't even believe in that foam that comes out of a cool drink bottle when you shake. Wow. After that, what? You need another bottle? For how long? So my preference would not be motivating you. My preference would be insisting you to take a choice which would be good for your life, not for my life. And my talk would be specifically content-driven, where I would be driving a few things where I want you to take home and start implementing right away. You're all believers in big dreaming project, right? Dream big. Wow. When people say dream big, I feel like, wow, and how much big? I don't know, but still dream big. Excellent. What after that? What after that? Increase the length of the dream. You have to fulfill it. Right, great. You have to fulfill it. How? Just by dreaming? No. Absolutely not. Come on. If I've been dreaming in my home like I need to come over here, speak to you girls and ladies, if I still keep dreaming, today I could have not been in front of you. So dream is a wonderful thing. It's not the complete thing. You have goals in your life. That is also not complete thing. Goal is a reality which comes out of a dream, and that reality can be converted from a dream by process, by actions, by implementations. So you have to understand what makes you reach that reality called goal in your life. As Sir mentioned, I am fortunate enough to speak in the United States, and that dream was my dream since 11 years. When I say 11 years, please don't take me to be too much old enough. I'm just 27. It's been a dream since my 16 years. And when I was 16, wow. I still look the same, wow. Thank you so much for that. And I wanted to be a teacher because I loved that profession called teaching, when that person gives 100% commitment towards gaining something and reaching something and sharing something to the people sitting. And that profession was so appealing to my life because I wanted to be that person to share about my life stories, to share about the reality of life, so that at least one at the end of the day would come and say, "Sir, thank you, you are the reason for me to smile." So that's my purpose of life. And I found it when I went finally to the United States, not for the trainings, on a vacation. And fortunate enough, can't say fortunate enough, it's all about my commitment towards the work and hard work. But a bit of luck added. Yes, I've been given a couple of opportunities to give the training for corporates in US, one for the pharma company on stress management, and that was the beginning of the next journey in my life. And I've seen that life, and that day when I reached the goal, I said, "Shabash, good job." And you tell me, how many days, how many moments of your life did you really appreciate yourself? Every moment you want somebody to come and appreciate, dear, not yourself. Come on, don't tell me. You do that? Superb. But how many of us do that? Not really. In the classroom, when they say a plus b whole square, we give the answer and we wait. Come on, teacher, appreciate us. And all of a sudden, teacher says, "That's okay, sit." But why? I gave the right answer. You need to give me that appreciation. What if I don't give you the appreciation? Don't you understand the logic of appreciating yourself? Unfortunately, no. When you do some good job, you want us to say, "Wow, good job." Don't you know you're already doing a good job? So why are we waiting for someone in our life to give that trigger point of your life, not my life? My question one, who knows about you the best? Correct. Who thinks for you? Then the rest of the world. Because when they start thinking about you, you have no choice to think for yourself. Because you know what happens when somebody else thinks for you, right? Yeah? That's why I say never carry somebody's brain in your back pocket. That's not a good habit. Always carry your own brain. So I reached my 11 years of dream project into reality. Now what? Should I quit? No. Come on, I reached my goal. Dream again? You sure? Yes. Awesome. So I kept another goal in the next 3 years to come, and I told myself, "Beta, in the next 3 years, you're going to travel different parts of the world, not just United States, go to different countries, different peoples, go talk, share, and let them understand the importance of their life. And you're going to see me if I'm alive in the next 3 years, for sure, 100% dot. If you don't see me, then I'm bluffing myself. But I'm very confident you will see me because you will be those people in the future who will meet me again with a smile." So objective met again. Now, all these things do come in your mind. How? Only when you approach your life in a positive way. For example, Sunita Krishnan, one of my all-time favorite women after my mother. Of course, nobody else, my mother is always the best for me. After that, I met a lady called Sunita Krishnan. at Pune during my Teach for India fellowship. And when I started reading her history, only thing I did was cry. I only cried a lot. You can Google search after going to the homes. She was unfortunately gang raped at a very young age, and she didn't quit. She fought. She fought in such a way that today she runs Prajwala, an organization, and she is an example of what women power is all about. I could sense her through her work because she literally helped thousands of young girls from trafficking. She saved them. And how proud that woman should be, and how proud we should be that she belongs to the same nation that we stay. I'm not going to enlighten you with women empowerment because you are the best people to empower us about that. But today I'll talk something about positive thinking, positive approach of life, positive attitude. Whatever people talk about us in the form of, hey, she's rude, hey, he is very rude in his nature, arrogant, anger, frustrated, he's like sucked up in his life. And we feel, am I really? People started talking about my nature? Oh my gosh. And unfortunately, I don't understand why people talk about characters. Oh gosh, wow. Brilliant job, people of India. We started talking about characters. Now, when I asked somebody to define that character, nobody defined to me what is character. I saw a t-shirt in the United States when one young, educated, illiterate was wearing it. Yeah, you got my point, and I'll prove you why. And that kid was wearing the t-shirt which says, "Excuse me, don't show me your attitude because I have mine." I was so impressed, and I went and asked, could you explain what is your attitude? You said, excuse me, don't show me your attitude. I can show my attitude, I can define my attitude. My question is, when you say I have mine, define yours. And he gave me a look as if like, what? Excuse me, that's a sentence. No, it's a life. Remember the story of iceberg. What you see the iceberg is just 10% of it. What you do not see is 90% which is under the water. What people see is our behavior, not our character, not our attitude. What people cannot see are internal representations called character, attitude. What comes out is behavior. What people see is behavior. What people judge is behavior. And now you tell me, do we have rights to talk about somebody's character or attitude? Absolutely not. So can we all take an oath at least now never to take those rights from the people in talking about their own character, because we have our own. And when somebody encroaches that, we really feel hurt. And if we feel hurt, business ends. That's it. Khel khatam. Now all these to happen, again, life will give you every second of your life two choices. One choice, it says, beta think negative, do act negative, you will get reaction negative. Another choice is, beta think positive. There is light even in the darkness, only if you ignite your minds and hearts. I say this, nobody said that. So don't wait for me to say, somebody said this. I'm saying it. And then when you see that light in your hearts and your minds, that's where the darkness becomes enlightened. And that's where people who follow you shall follow on your path. And that's where you will be an inspiration to others. And that's where the humanity is all about. But we are afraid of darkness. If you're afraid of darkness, then why are you sleeping in the nights and waiting for, oh, I'm sorry, how in the world I forgot to congratulate you on a new day that is given to you today. Congratulations on living an extra day called today. I don't know why, we have to judge why. Another day added in the life. Fortunate enough to open eyes in the morning. Congratulations, people. Unfortunately, there were few who never opened their eyes today morning. Very unfortunate. But we are all fortunate we opened our eyes, and we have to know the purpose, why. We have to know why are we given an extra day. And my answer is because you all deserve. My answer to that is you all deserve to live better. Sir, what do you mean? Am I bad? Excuse me. Degrees of comparison? Good, better, best. When I said better, I'm already saying you're all good. I'm already saying you've been wonderful. I say this because every human being who comes from the mother's womb is absolutely genuine and pure. But what makes them judged by people is their external behavior, not internal character. Internal character is as genuine as the time you've been in the womb of a mother. So pure, so genuine. So there is nothing called bad, good. Everything is bad. Everything is good. Now you decide which is bad, which is good. And for me, two sides of a coin is good. That's the way I want to live my life. And again, these happens only if we take a choice to start thinking positive. So, what do you mean? Was I thinking negative? My sentence said you were not thinking positive. I keep it simple. When I say you're good, when I say you can be better, I never said you're bad. I said you can be better, you can die being the best. That's the whole spirit of life. You believe in science principles which says every action has got equal or opposite reaction, right? How many of you? Fortunately, in my life, I've believed in something else. And that something else is every action has a deserving reaction. I say it, every action has a deserving reaction. If I'm rude at you, if I'm shouting at you, if I showcase my anger at you, what you give me back? Hatredness, deserving reaction. If I'm good with you, if I behave that humanly with you, what you give me back? The same happiness and smiles. What I deserve is what I give. Let me give positive. Obviously, I deserve positive. So always believe in this. What you give is what you get. And you should all be a strong woman on this earth, like all the speakers who keep saying about woman empowerment, we really mean about it during this point of time in the life. And for that even, you need to have positive attitude. Now, sir, what is attitude? Attitude for me is an approach of looking at things. It's a way you look at things. If I take a glass half filled with water, what do you see? Half, maybe full, or then what? Half, maybe empty? Who is correct, who is wrong? It's all perspective, which means both are correct, right? Yeah? What if the third person comes and say, yes, you're right, beta, half full, half empty. The half empty is full of air. Is he wrong? That's his point of view. Which means everybody has a right to give their point of views, perception of life, and that's their attitude. And then we say, excuse me, your point of view is wrong. What? What in the world is you coming to my mind and thinking like me and say my thinking is wrong? Excuse me, it's not correct. So attitude is all about the way you look at things. And have to build that attitude is again to start thinking. For every end result to happen, it all starts with thinking process. And then I realized it doesn't start with thinking process, it starts with visualization. It starts with imagining my life being happy. And that imagination gives you the thoughts of happiness, and those thoughts will convert into actions of happiness, and those actions will convert into reactions of happiness, and at the end of the day you reach the target called happiness, which is the destination. Yes or no? Yes. To reach that destination, don't change the destination, change the strategy. I am coming from Kukatpalli to reach here. If my original route has gone blocked by the traffic, I don't change the destination. I don't say, it's okay, I'll go to some school which is near the road. Do I? No. What do? I change the route, I change the strategy. I say, let me take another route which makes me reach my destination. On time, off time, secondary. For me, life is not about winning or losing. For me, life is all about reaching the finish line. It's all about how you reach your finish line, what matters. And then people will tell you whether you're successful or unsuccessful. There is no word in my life, in my dictionary, which is called failure. I say it is unsuccessful attempt. If I prepared for an examination, if I got less than 40, that doesn't make me a failure. That makes me an unsuccessful attempt because I could have studied better. Now my question is, how did you score those 39 marks? With some knowledge? Yeah? Koncham? Yeah? With a bit of preparation? The whole point is that. Improve your preparation. Prioritize your time. You get better. Now, who is successful, who is failure? Only if I get 100 on 100 am I called successful? Excuse me? Only if I reach satisfaction out of my work, then I am successful. Today, with a pride on my face, I can say you, yes, when I gave the talk in United States, I was successful finally. Because that moment, I felt like it is my life, my responsibility to make people understand the importance of life. Unfortunate situations occur in our country. Very unfortunate to see. I cry. Excuse me, past tense, I used to cry. Because crying doesn't solve the problem. Finding the solution will solve the problem. And I started finding the solutions. And that solution is, first thing, if I want to change this nation, I need to change my thinking process. स्वच्छ भारत के लिए बाहर जाके सड़कों पर स्वच्छता करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है बेटा. स्वच्छता इधर कर. To believe in the concept of purity, to believe in the concept of, sir, I'm a part of Swachh Bharat, I want you to be the part of Swachh Soch. Because only if you can filter those soch, the thoughts, to Swachhta, then your life rocks. Looking at you, the people will change. Looking at them, the society changes. Looking at them, the country changes. The country doesn't change by itself. The country is just a geographical location, which is unseen. The country is you, me, people. And we are part of people. And if I change, people will change. If I say you have to change, you have to change, you have to change, first thing I have to showcase the change in me. If I be rude, if I have a negative approach towards a woman on this earth, how the hell on the world can I come and talk about positivity? I can't. So I started learning how to respect a woman. Of course, it all started at my home, respecting my mother. And it taught me values. It taught me ethics. Again, connect it to the positive thinking that I'm talking about. People say women are weak. I say you are strong. But only thing I say is, don't take me otherwise. I say women are as strong as men and men are as sensitive as women. That's the only thing I believe in. Because when I cry, you cannot stop me. But when you cry, I can still stop you. Yeah? And my question is, why should we cry? My question is, why should we cry looking at the troubles, problems? Oh my God, what? Oh my God, God gave you an opportunity to improve your life. Fight. You have the strength, you have the abilities, you have the knowledge, you have everything that you learned. You got education. Wow. People, there are so many on this earth, at least in our nation, who are still fighting to get that basic education, and you're all smart enough to get that education. Use it. Change the approach, not your inner self. Change the way you look at things. If you feel like I cannot walk all alone on road, why the hell are you unable to walk? Because you are sensitive, that's what people say, and I don't believe. Unfortunately, you showcase a behavior which is sensitive. And when we showcase a sensitive nature, people take that opportunity and they keep playing with our emotions. That makes you much more weaker. That's the way you got to build your attitude. And I'm not a big fan of these discriminations at all. I'm not a big fan of which nation, which community, which religion, which society, which gender. I'm only a big fan of, are we all human beings? Because we are all gifted, unlike the pet in my home, unlike the mic here, unlike the podium, we all got an opportunity and the gift from God called human life. Have you ever thought about that purpose of your life? Think about it. So what I all say is, to build up your strong attitude, you need to visualize yourself being the strongest. If I never visualized myself standing in front of thousands, I could have never spoke in front of 10. Yes? Today it's like a cakewalk for me. You get 10,000 more people in this room, I can still have a smile and talk. You can't see a sweat unless it is so hot. So positive attitude is your approach. Positive thinking is your choice. We know what happened when we were thinking negative. What did you achieve? What did you achieve, beta? Tell me. Everyone, this side, what did you achieve thinking negative? Ego clashes, hurting each other, not respecting each other. Oh, wow. Oh, that's why we all took birth, like, correct? That's the only reason we took birth, to hurt each other, to disrespect each other's existence. If that is not the solution, then what should be the solution for you? If you know the answer, like, sir, I did not achieve anything thinking negative, then what is an alternate way? Obviously, right? And that medicine is not in a psychologist's hand, is not in a counselor's hand, is in your mind. Swamiji insisted me to talk about a video that I actually don't want to show because I feel shy. And that video is a skydiving video that I did in Florida. Wow, right? Yeah. I know. That's why I said I feel shy. And I had this dream 2 years back when I've seen the movie called Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. I was like, of course, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, to aaj hi karo na. And the day I decided, my internal representation said, beta, ek second ruk. मैंने बोला, हाँ बोल. एक बार अपने terrace के ऊपर जा. ठीक है, I got onto the stage of a 3-floor building. बेटा अभी नीचे देख. नीचे देखा था, I was like, oh my God, panicked. I was like sweating, I was like phobia. And then I came back and I said, बेटा अब नीचे आ जा आराम से. I came down. बेटा बैठ जा आराम से, take time. I sat. अब तू बता, 3-floor building, you're unable to peep down, you want to jump from the sky. I was like, correct kada? And that fear, that phobia killed my life 2 years. I want to do that, I can't do it. I want to do this, I can't do this. Because people said, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can only, arey, it's my life, I know what I can do, what I'm best at. And I took 2 years to realize, until unless I don't do, how would I know? And then I said, my sister, Didi, I'm doing it. She's like, are you sure? I said, absolutely, look at my face. Like, okay. I went with my Jiju for a long drive, 14 minutes to reach that place. He asked me 23 times. Are you sure? I feel it is so scary. I don't feel it's so scary. I just want to test that scary. And then I went. We bought the ticket. When I saw the video of someone, then I was like, is this going to happen to me? Oh, then I'm ready to do it. Now I got the clarity that this is what will happen. Your cheeks will go as if something is going out of your face. Your hands will go up, down, and I feel like this is what's going to happen. Let me see what happens. And then I went. I thought I was a second jumper or a third jumper. I wanted to look people and see, but this master instructor made me the first jumper. And then I was like right beside the window. The door was open. And then he said, "Come, let's move, sit out." What? How do you want me to sit out? I was like, he made me sit on the basement. He made me keep my leg out. And that moment I realized, oh my God, life is so beautiful. And then he said, "Raghu, are you ready?" I said, "Don't waste time, let's jump." And that jump, that second of the jump, I've seen my life so beautiful. And when I jumped, I was like, I wanted to shout, but I felt like something is taking out with gravity. So I kept my mouth for 20 seconds. I was like, because I was still shocked. Is this me who is doing? Am I sure? Yes, it's you who's doing. And then I loved the moment where the parachute got on, and I was like, wow, the whole Tampa city is under my feet, man. I was like, wow. I started shouting like, hey, people, look at me. I came over these fears. I fought against it. Look at the magic of life. And I landed so brilliantly that I lost fear in life. Nothing called fear exists anymore in my mind. How? I commanded my mind something. Why? Because I wanted to live my life. So what? I lived my life. How? It's like the logic. If you go to a restaurant, what you get is what you order. Yes? I go to a restaurant, call the bearer and say, like, I need vegetarian biryani. He would not get me non-vegetarian, right? Yes or no? Yes. So if in a restaurant, what you get is what you order, something the same in your life. What you get is what you order. If I can order my mind that I can do it, come what may, how many hurdles, I don't care, I can still stand up every time I fall, I can never give up, my mind says, oh yes, you will never give up. But if I say, oh my God, I can't do it, it's so scary, life, I might die, mind says, yes, it is scary, you will die. But what happens to the worst of your life? You will die. That is the guaranteed one day, right? Yeah? Why are we dying with fear every moment of our life? When you already know the fact that we will take off one day, why are you still struggling to get up every moment? Why do you have fears? Have you ever committed mistakes that these mistakes were haunting you? I don't think so. Oh, people who does that, look them out, yeah? They walk on the road as if they achieved something in life. And good people like you sit like this. That is why we see these problems. And I believe prevention is better than cure. Instead of creating a problem and taking time to find a solution, my question is, why to create a problem? Why are we going to the market every day and examining which problem is most suited in my life, getting those problems back home? I come in the car, I see somebody not following the traffic, I get anger. Can I change if I get anger? What should I change? It's okay. I'll tell him. If he listens, good for him. Otherwise, good for me. So when you cannot change somebody's mind, the best way is to change your mind. From good to better again. Never in my session I talk about negative word, so don't expect it to come from my mouth. Oh, it came just now because I wanted to explain it. And thinking is a choice. Is that so? Is that so? Is thinking a choice? Oh. Why don't you correct my sentence? Is thinking a choice? Excuse me, you have no choice, you have to think. Whether to think positive or negative is a choice. If you cannot think, you won't live. So never say people, I never thought like that. You thought. The point is, you never thought like positive. Thinking has no choice, but whether to think positive or negative, there is always a choice. And you decide which choice will give you that amount of happiness in your life. If you want to feel scared, afraid, fear, phobia, my life like is, darkness, that's a choice you made. Accept that. No, sir, I want to get into another choice of life which shows me the light. I want to go through that. I have to change my thinking ability. It's my approach. Choice, take it. See the life, much more beautiful than what you imagine. So my dear friends, don't be like a frog in the well, which feels like my world is so beautiful. Yes, it is. But my question is, come out of your comfort zones and see the world looks more beautiful. Don't draw a comfort zone and stick back to that and say, this is what I am. Bas hai, itna zyada hai. It's something like when my mother asked me, how much do you want to score in 10th? I said, 70. This is my level. Is that your level? Your level is beyond 100%. Your level is beyond what you're living right now. Your level is incredible. Only thing is you don't believe in that abilities. Only thing is you want people to believe you, but you don't believe in yourself. You tell me, what logic is this? When you don't believe in you, why would people believe in you? When you don't understand how to live life happy, why would people come and make you happy? Sir, my friend ditched me. Sir, my family never understands me. My question, have you ever understood about yourself? If yes, then don't wait for somebody to understand you. There is someone always with you. That is you. Appreciate each and every good thing you do in your life. That appreciation will give you an inspiration, motivation to work further, to reach something greater. What if people don't appreciate you? That's okay, that's all right. They are busy in their own works. And we know what works. Appreciate yourself. Grow yourself. It's your life. I don't want somebody to rule your life. I don't want somebody to rule your mind. I don't want your mind to rule your life. I want you to rule your mind. Because what happens if your mind rules you? Same. No smile. We sit like we lost everything on this earth. At least smile karne ke liye bhi we feel like, bas sir, ippudu evarna avutadu sir. But navvalante ado pedda process sir. What? I'm just asking you to smile, that's it. Oh my God, at least portray as if you're smiling. Because that gives me an energy to be a better person, to inspire more. And again, it's a choice. Yeah, I don't believe in commanding things, it's a choice. So always believe, my friends, anything you want to achieve, it starts with visualization. Right from now, visualize yourself. I don't care what happened with you in your life till yesterday. What I care is now. What I care is how better you want to make your life from now. Aadha zindagi, we think about what happened. Aadha zindagi, we think about, sir, I should not repeat this tomorrow. This shouldn't happen. Now, even in your English tenses, without present tense, tenses are not full. After all, in grammar, if without present tense, the tenses are not full, then it's about your life. Without present, how can you make it full? Don't fool yourself like I'm happy, sir. You can bluff anybody on this earth, but you can't bluff yourself. Don't mistreat yourself. Treat yourself the best. See the magic that happens with you. Forget what happened. It's an experience. You learn from it. Yes, people say to err is human. And I learnt to repeat is pagalpan. So don't repeat. Learn from those mistakes. It's okay, we are human beings, we are prone to commit mistakes, but make sure you don't hurt anyone with that. And make sure you don't repeat it again. I walk on the street, there was a speed breaker, first day I did not see, I fell down. Second day when I come, if I fall down, it's my stupidity. Because second day, what should I say is, ye kal kuch hua tha gadbadiya. Yeah, so what should I do? Cross it slowly, come. That is learning. And life is all about three things. Life is all about learning, relearning, unlearning, like Swamiji says. Learn something which is new. Unlearn which is not priority in you for your life. Relearn that you have forgotten. Unfortunately, my problem is we are relearning humanity. We are relearning human values which we forgot. And that's okay. At least we are relearning. That's the beauty of life. And unlearn something called negativity. Your life shouldn't be a concept of negative approach. What happens when you stand with strength? Nobody would approach your horizons. Nobody would encroach your life if you have the strength. This is all to do with positivity. This is all to do with positive thinking. And please, my dear friends, do not react to the person, react to the situation. Because when we react to the person, we are creating nonsense. Let's react to the situation, let's learn more. With your permission, can I give one example of my life where I reacted to the situation, not the person? Oh yeah? I'm a big fan of David Beckham. I saw him in the 8th standard and I wanted to play football. Next day when I came to my trainer and I said I want to play, he said, I'm sorry. You can't. I don't want. You might get hurt. I went back home with these questions. I started researching, if they can play, why can't I play? If they get hurt, I would also get hurt. Obvious. It took me 1 year to learn every technique of football. And then one day, after 1.5 years, I came back and I said, Sir, I heard that football is played by foot. He smiled just like you. And I also said with polite, sarcastic smile, Sir, I also heard that if the ball unfortunately hits the hand, it's a foul. That's it. And that day, he gave me an opportunity to play, an opportunity which I created to play. And that day I started playing, and I've represented my school, my district in the state levels, and I fortunately played the university games also. Because that gave me the strength. What if I have reacted to the person? Who the hell are you to tell me not to play? What if I react to him saying, excuse me, you belong to the school whose fees are paid by me, the students. And who are you to object me to play? Ego clash. He will slap me, I will shout, he will take me to the principal's chamber, my principal would shout at me, write a TC, say goodbye. And that goodbye will give me negative impression. I would wait for this trainer outside the school with the friend, with the gang, with bats, with balls, everything. And that will create a wonderful life history for me, a rowdy. Wow. Instead of playing football, I'll start playing with the people. But the objective was not playing. Objective was playing football. So I reacted to the situation. I understood why shouldn't I play? Why is he objecting me? So he, as a critique, gave me an opportunity to improve my knowledge and skill set. This is same with everyone. React to the situation. For example, if you disturb, if a teacher yells at you and say, why are you disturbing always? Get out of the class. You are always like this. I hate this teacher. Whenever this teacher comes to the classroom, I don't want to get into the classroom. It's okay. You come here and speak. When we do the same thing, you will understand. We at least said, why are you doing this? You will come and slap us. Trust me, it's not easy to speak. So react to the situation. What made she reacted at you like that? Who created that? You tell me, who created that? If I'm shouting at you right now, if you are disturbing me, did I create an opportunity for you to disturb me? So who created that opportunity? You. It's not your mistake, it's my mistake. Because something went wrong that you are not getting connected and you're disturbing me. So I make it much more easier way. So let's stop playing blame game. सर उसने ये किया था, उसने वो किया था, सर ये वो, अरे भाई ये वो, कितने दिन? For how long should we live life like this, blaming that, this, that person, that situation? Stop blaming, start acting. It's time. Right now is the time that is gifted to you, and NOW is the only thing that will stay with you till you leave. That is now. Only now will stay with you. And one day when you sit on the deathbed and you say like, God, I want to live one more day, why should I give you? Live life in such a way that that day when comes, you should happily say, I did my job. That is life. And you are no different from the men on this earth. Absolutely no. I can't see that disparities. When the men can fly the plane, you're also doing it. When men can play cricket, you're also doing it. When men can become the presidents, you also became. Tell me, in what way are you different? You say weak? If that no is the strongness of you, is the strength of you, then show the strength on your face. Show the strength on your work. Show that strength like you can achieve. Come what may on this earth, come how many hurdles. It's all about the way you get up every time you fall. It's not about falling. I have fallen so many times in my life, but the magic was, every time I fell down, I woke up. And today, I'm not ready to fall down. Because I understood the logic of learning. So don't quit. Don't wait for someone to say you're strong. You're already strong. Look at that positive energy you gave me with your smiles, with your happiness, with your gestures, with your attitude, with your behavior. If I can get that positivity in just 45, 50 minutes, imagine 45 days. Imagine the 1 year life that you go. Wherever you go, create that aura where people come, say, thank you, you gave me a reason to smile. I was waiting for this. Let people who want to quit come to you and say, thank you, you gave me a reason to relive my life. And I want you to be that example. Enough taking examples of women on this earth. I want everyone like me, trainers, to take your example of this classroom and show the rest of the women how strong you are. My question is, when? Right now. So I believe in two statements, my friends. If not you, who? If not now, when? Decide your life. It's a choice. Live life the way you want, positively. Think the way you want, positively. Don't worry about end results, because it's all about living that matters. It's all about how you lived that matters. It's all about why you lived that matters. Getting my point? Yep. Time constraint, I wanted to talk so much, but as usual, there is something called time which don't stop for anyone. Correct? Yes. Same thing in you in your life. It never stops for you. Just follow it. Make the path of your own life. Create that magic. Create that enlightenment. Create that light. Ignite your minds. Ignite your hearts. Make people say, wow. I've never seen the countrymen, the women of this nation so strong. And that day, there would be no crime on this earth. Trust me. And I promise you, from so-called men, we'll stop changing the way we look at you. Because if I change my way looking at you, that's it. There is no problem. Simple. And I wish all men like we who are sitting here or standing here will repeat this to the men we meet outside. I did that for the 1.5 years and I'll keep doing it. That is the way to solve a problem. It's not the police, it's not the government, it's not anything. It's all about the way I change my thoughts, the way I change the way I look. If I change that, that's it. You and me can be happy. Getting my point? So I would end my session by thanking Swamiji and my lovely teacher, professor, for giving me this opportunity to interact with you all today and to show the path like I do for the horse. I can take a horse to the pond, can never let it drink the water. Our duty is to show the path, and we did. It's your choice to choose. So thank you so much, lovely people sitting here. You meant to live on this earth with strength and smiles and prove everyone that you can still live with strength and smile. And that you've already done it. Right from this moment, you will continue it. So God bless you all. Keep smiling, keep rocking, keep inspiring, keep motivating, keep admiring, keep caring, keep loving, no matter what happens in the journey of your life, no matter how many hurdles, obstacles you see in the path of the journey, never, ever, ever give up. Just smile. God bless. Thank you.